don't it? Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome back to the main gym here at Mount Carmel High School. As always, it's Matt Malloy and Marty Mann, senior broadcasters for the Caravan Media Group. Marty, how you feeling right now?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's going to be a good matchup tonight. Fast and physical team in Eisenhower Cardinals. I think it's a good test for the Caravan to come out strong. Another opportunity to play a great game for the Caravan and see if our starting five can do a great job tonight.
Exactly. You know, we're going to see Grant Best. He will not suit up again tonight. Everybody played against Bogan except for him. He's dealing with some issues with his hips right now. So Kyle Chevalier, fellow senior number 11, see him out there to the left. He's going to have to step in for G. And Kyle actually did great the other night. He led the team in rebounds, and I'd say he led the team in overall just efficiency, consistency as well. I know, there is a stat for that and all, but he looked very confident out there, right? He looked like he knew what he was doing, which, just filling in that role of being a senior leader, just how Grant is too.
Yeah, when Coach Seagrove needed a starter to kind of keep the rest of the lineup in shape when he rotated some of the twos, and Kyle was his guy to rely on to keep the team straight. And ultimately, made sure we came out with a win, even though we got some playing time on Friday.
Yeah. We'll win the tip. Folks, we'll get the scoreboard up in a moment. We're having some issues right now. Dylan Fulbright at the top of the key, number 4, also a senior. Going to pass it to Noah Mister, junior guard. Going to go up for the range shot, sinks it. You know what, Marty? Noah had some issues beyond the arc earlier on in the season, so you might see a couple more of those closer shots down low at the hoop. It's great that we start off 2-0, which could not be said the same about Friday night's game against Bogan. It was kind of a slow start against the Bengals.
And Matt, you can already see it, the quickness in the Eisenhower Cardinals. Coach Seagrove's going with the man-to-man defense tonight. And I got it on my notes here. It's going to take a lot of hustle to almost just shut down these Cardinals. You see now they got 4 guys subbing in right now. These guys are going to be using up all the gas in the tank and just refresh. Their Eisenhower coach is going to refresh them with some subs. But here we go.
Here we go. Cameron Thomas on a fast break. Going to be slowed down a little at half court. Doesn't matter. He's going to go to the hoop. And you know what? I kind of saw that call coming, Marty, but still aggressive nonetheless. Some great defense just stood right in front of him, and they drew the foul instead of dealing one.
Yeah, as much as we want to block there, I think that's the right call.
Folks, we're still waiting on that scoreboard. We'll get it up in just a moment for you. The score right now, though, is 2-0. The Caravan lead. Kyle Chevalier with the defensive rebound. Going to find Dylan Fulbright. He's off to the races here. Now at the top of the key. Finds Mister on the right. Loses his balance maybe, but finds a pass to Thomas down the lane. You know what? Same call as before. So maybe a little too aggressive offensively to the point where it's taking our shot opportunities away from us. Eisenhower, again, with a lot of substitutions, maybe some smart ones. We're going to see a lot of people play. Marty, you said, when we were talking before the game, but also just a few moments ago, they like to use everybody.
Yeah.
They're a pretty balanced team, pretty balanced squad. They like to throw in everybody in there. Maybe not so much like how the Caravan are, where everybody has that X factor. Eisenhower, they've got a lot of the guys kind of play the same way.
And what that comes down to is great coaching. If they got 4 or 5 guys coming out, it's all a coach's plan to attack at full speed going at all moments of the game.
Thomas's mid-range from the free throw line, not going to go. Cardinals will have it going the other way. That one, nice job by Keith Jenkins, the big man, controlling the area down low. Keith has done a great job, not only against other big men, but just small guards as well. Down at Pekin, he controlled the block. He held his own down low. So trying to just continue that. Right now, the Cardinals trying to get a shot opportunity to tie it up or potentially take a lead against the Caravan. That one for three, not going to go. Rims out. Jenkins with the rebound. Gives it off to Fulbright. No miss on the left wing now. We're going to have to try to get something. Chevalier down low. Nice layup. Number 11 gets 2 points. First man to score for the brown and white.
Great assist there by Noah. And Kyle knows. In the Eisenhower Cardinals, they start to pressure up at the top of the key. He sneaks under there. But here we go with Keith.
Here we go, Keith. That's a great layup, too. Now 6 to 2, yeah. Sorry, we had an issue there. 6 to 2. Slowly getting things going. Marty, the sophomore game was a high-scoring one, more so for the Caravan than the Cardinals. This one might be similar. Just getting started. Thomas with the oop, hits the back of the rim, not going to go in. That would have gotten the crowd on their feet, though, for sure.
Yeah, just see, man, these guards aren't slowing up. We saw it a little bit Friday night with Bogan, and they came out hot in the first quarter, but seemed to slow down as the game went on. I'm going to be honest right now. They're watching a little bit of film earlier. These Cardinals, it's going to be like this all night. And Coach Seegers knows that. These guys got to, probably why they're here having a practice before the sophomore game. You got to get that energy going throughout the entire game.
Right, you got to take advantage of the time they have. Mister for a long three.
There we go.
I hate to call it vintage, but we saw a lot of shots like that last year at the start of the sophomore season. It's good to see him come back. Fulbright with the steal. Now back on the fast break. Thomas down low. Reverse layup with the right hand. 11-4 is your score. Eisenhower coming back down.
See, that's Coach Seegers and the rest of the team's way of showing that we're the best. That's what we're the best at. And Coach Seegers knows that's how we're going to get good leads against some better teams like this.
Thomas layup, no go. Fulbright's no go either. Jenkins almost had the ball in his hands. Will stay down here.
Another 4-man substitution for the Cardinals.
I just realized I haven't even mentioned one of these guys' names yet. It's just been such a back and forth, but we ought to start. It's only a 7-point game right now. Okay, we're going to round out this back end of the first quarter with some more points of their own. Mister for 3. Shot no good off the back of the rim. Defensive rebound by number 1, Larnell Moore for the Cardinals. And it'll just come back down the other way after Luke Duzen dribbles it, goes out of bounds.
Man, looks good. We got number 10, George Gray, checking in for Keith Jenkins. And number 30, Logan Wessel, checking in for Kyle Chevalier. Some longer bodies in.
Similar substitution to what we saw Friday night against the Bogan Bengals. Just, get some tall guys in there. Tall guys with experience. Thomas down low. Shot good. Right down at the block. That's a great way to make it 13-4.
Yeah, Caravan offense is looking very crisp tonight. Some good passes, some good shots, and they're falling.
This one's going to come back to Larnell Moore for 3. Shot's good. Nothing but net. Makes it a 6-point game again. 13-7. West will inbound it to Mister.
Yeah, these quick Cardinal guards, they're quick. They can pass the ball, but they can also shoot very well.
That
Good
pass
hustle there, too. Wow.
Pass kind of slipped out of Mister's hand. He was looking for Thomas down low, and now 2 more substitutions.
Man, these Cardinals, they've shown to have some big losses and some big wins. And one of the losses was against a fellow Catholic League opponent in Marist. That was earlier in the year, but they've had some close games as of recent, so they're going to fight the entire night. This isn't going to be some blow-off game just because they're 5-8.
Absolutely. Thomas back down the
There
lane.
we go.
Slam dunk. And the Cardinals will call a timeout. So Thomas gets the backdoor cut layup, and then coming back the other way, gets a steal, turns it into a slam dunk. Score right now is 17-7 with that timeout. And Marty, I got to point out, I know they're in a huddle right now. But when we come back, take a look at the Eisenhower bench. It's pretty irregular. You got the coach sitting in the middle of the bench with 4 guys, or 4 or 5 on either side. Those are their subs. They like to group their guys together on each side, and then they'll say, "Hey, you 4 get in there." The other 4 guys will come off. They'll take the exact same seats of the guys that just left.
Yeah, you're right.
So this isn't your usual coaching where it's like, hey, one guy at a time every couple of minutes. Hey, let's get our 6 men in there that we use every single game. If you look right now, you kind of got your groups going. And, you don't see that, especially in high school basketball, and I'd say basketball overall. So they've got their tactic, they've got their strategy.
And I like it. It's different. It's almost like I'm a football guy. Almost like sort of the wing T sort of mindset running. Where you got guys just going full speed every play. Sub some guys in, just don't stop.
It's definitely key. Yep. Wessel now going to inbound it. Stoppage and play right after the timeout. Mister Marty, with a lot of substitutions and, not so much heavy on small ball or guard play, but these Cardinal players are fast. You're going to see a lot of pressure being applied on the Caravan. Full court press is a great way to do so. Caravan, so far, they've been able to control it. They haven't turned it over that drastically. Fulbright gets trapped, though. They're going to be fighting that for the whole game.
Great
Thomas
pass.
now down low, doesn't have the angle. He'll dribble back and takes a shot. That one is good. Physicality from Cameron Thomas. I'm going to go out of bounds off the brown and white. But for number 5, Cameron Thomas, Marty, he's averaging 18.6 points a game. That's the most on the team. And what you just saw, that's how he gets most of his points, right? He's not getting them from just shooting threes in the corner and cherry picking or nothing. He's catching a body, going up, meeting somebody at the rim. He's being physical. That's how he scores a lot.
And it's not like he's some 6'6" guard either. He's around 6'2", 6'3", and he goes up strong even right at the block, almost like he's playing power forward or something.
Here we go. Number 5, back down again. Thomas for 2 off the backboard. George Gray tries to put it back in for him, but that one won't go. Wessel fighting for it. We'll get the jump ball. It's going to stay down here.
See, I'm liking this. This is very different from what we've seen against Bogan in some previous matchups. It seems like, I know I talked about it against Bogan, an opportunity to play the perfect game, and I feel like we're playing pretty near perfect in terms of taking advantage of all the opportunities with getting guys like Logan Wessel, Dylan Fulbright, Noah making crisp passes to guys like Cam Thomas, making great shots.
Here's a great shot right here for maybe Chevalier. Another
Damn.
2-pointer. He's got 4 on the night, 21-7. They extend their lead.
You know what I think it is? I think it's a little bit of rhythm and a little bit of momentum. It's just, our guys just keeping on going.
We're going to keep moving on. Chevalier, after picking up that layup, will now inbound it. These, Eisenhower players are not giving up. Come out again with the full court press. Mister gets tripped up a little. He'll dish it off to Wessel. They finally get it back down to the other end. Ball comes loose. Eisenhower has it going the other way. Number 1, Moore with the ball. Folks, we're back. Start of the second quarter now. The Cardinals will have the ball. Okay, we see we've upgraded our sound system a little. Noah Mister at the top of the key. Guarding up on these Cardinal players. Still, Marty, I keep thinking, we had that back and forth of the Cardinals would come away with the steal, but then they would come down and miss a shot like that. If a couple more of those fell, this would be a close ball game right now.
And I got to point out, Coach Seagroves comes out with a 2-1-2 zone, which knowing Coach Seagroves is probably just messing with the Eisenhower coaches. Eisenhower coaches probably game planning for a man-to-man offensive attack in between the first and second quarters. Throwing a little curveball at him.
Curveball out of the gate at the second quarter could be a smart idea, especially when you're up by this much. The other team might just be expecting you to do what you've been doing so far in the game. Logan Wessel for three. That one won't go. George Gray with the offensive rebound. Back to Mister at the top of the key. Down the lane. Almost got blocked, but at the last second puts it back in the other hand. Gets the layup, makes it 27-9. There's a big three there for the Cardinals. That one not going to go. Everybody's fighting for the ball. It's up in the air.
Good
Eventually
rebound.
finds the hands of Noah Mister. Going back down the overway. Taking no time. Here's Chevalier for three. Shot just comes up a little bit short. Hits the front of the rim and moves on. The Cardinals now have it coming back down to the other end. Moore for the layup. That one not going to go. Gets his own rebound. Follows his shot. Here's a three from number 3. Micah Calvin. That one not going to go either. George Gray now on the offensive for the Caravan. Layup no good. Ball is up in the air. Jenkins comes down with it. Finally, they take a break. Gonna run a play. They're kind of... Here comes
Whoa.
Mister now. That one no good. Bit of a wide angle. Chevalier on the right wing. Wide open lane.
There we
And
go.
another layup for number 11. That's 6 points on the night for him.
So that lane was kind of wide open. I don't know. These Cardinal defenders slowing down a little bit.
That layup no good. Mister with the rebound. He's got 3 men to his left. He'll just take the shot himself.
Shot.
Sinks it. Like I said at the start of the game, you're going to see a whole lot of more mid-range jumpers from Noah. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Marty.
Yeah.
Don't try to force the 3. Just take the 2 if you have it. That one's good for the Cardinals. They finally break 10 points, and it's a 20-point game.
See, I'm liking Logan Wesley taking more of a role as a guard. Look at that attack. Ooh.
Ball just kind of comes loose at the end.
I don't know, was that a block or a charge?
Yeah, they'll call
call it a
that on the
block.
Cardinals, so Logan Wessel will head to the line.
Yeah, this is something we haven't seen here in the home court is Logan Wessel assuming the role of a guard. I saw him working with him, Noah and Kyle up top. But look who we got in, senior Andrew Williams. We had a decent little night on Friday when he got some playing time against Bogan.
Right, nothing too shabby. You could say the same about Logan Wessel's game, too. I agree with you, Mart. He's playing more like a guard. And that's good to be kind of a lengthy guy as he is. He's got a pretty big wingspan, pretty tall guy. Still, to be able to play like a guard, move quick down court, take the 3 ball when you have it. He's been able to do all those things. I'd say Keith Jenkins might truly be our only big man. We've got Claude there on the bench, but I don't think we'll see him tonight. It might be a while before he takes the court. So
A great play there by George Gray to get a steal and possession maintained via a timeout called by Coach Seagroves. Here we go.
definitely take a timeout. When we come back, the Caravan are up 33-11. All right, Marty, we're back here from the timeout. Logan Wessel going to inbound it. Things get interesting here. Depending on who we've got, kind of depends on what play we run. Williams at the elbow. Take a floater, hits the back of the rim. Gonna try to tip it back out to somebody, but nobody's there.
Yeah, let's just keep this intensity high. It may be a 22-point game, but this Cardinal team as a whole, you never know.
Calvin at the top of the key hands it off, dishes it to Kendrick Love. Back to Calvin at the elbow. Great job by Logan Wessel. Gets the ball out of his hands and back into the Caravans. Fulbright doesn't have the shot. Thomas doesn't either. Back to Fulbright for three. Shot no good. Comes a bit just off to the left. Cardinals will slow down here. They're looking for the right shot, Marty. Down low, there's nothing there. Back out for three. Pump fake to the right wing. Calvin, shot no good. Comes back down. Thomas has it. Toes right on the baseline. George Gray just...
Oh, I think that was clean. Yeah.
Tipped out. Lost possession of it. But he got up there to the rim. He'll come back down to the bench as Luke Seagroves checks in for him. Luke has played in 10 of the 14 games for the Caravan so far. Now he checks in for his 11th appearance on the season. Thomas for three. Shot no good. Defensive rebound, Moore. Aches outside, comes back in on Drew Williams for three. That shot no good either. They get their own rebound. Well, Marty, after that, offensively, things haven't been going great for the Caravan. Defensively, though, their full court press, it's added pressure. It's taken time off of the clock. They've got a number of steals, too, where they've just taken the ball right away from the Caravan. But, you got to punctuate. You got to deliver. And they just really haven't been doing that mid-range and beyond the arc as well.
Yeah, and the Caravan are having opportunities from this pressure on the offensive side of the ball. Shots are just not falling. But, yeah, it's the substitutions and keeping pressure on, it works. You still have aggressiveness from even guys like number 11, Corey Finkley.
Marty, I'm laughing because Eddie Ryan checks in, and within 5 seconds, he's on the ground fighting for the ball. So you're right, though. Both teams staying aggressive. The Cardinals still kind of using this format of they'll check in and out the same four or so guys. Depends on if they're putting their starters in or not. Eddie Ryan with 2 points. 2 for 22. Makes it 35-11. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first half. Moore guarded by Williams. Comes back the other way. A shot for three by number 14. Logan to Scotty. Doesn't go anywhere. Fulbright now. That mid-ranger. Great shot. Everybody's playing great. I mean, we could potentially, that shot just not going to go. Marty, you got to get these guys on the gun, I think, right? That they're doing everything great. They're hustling. They're getting a lot of shot opportunities, but things just aren't falling for them. That's why there's, such a huge gap on that scoreboard, right? 37-11. It could be very different. Eddie Ryan going to head to the line tonight.
And you got to think for a team like Eisenhower Cardinals that are having to rely on sort of substitution rotation with four guys. Maybe that's what they struggle with, is just getting shot opportunities, and maybe tonight's just one of those nights where the shots just don't fall.
Christos Demas checks in for the Caravan. Yeah, Marty, you're right. It could just be one of those nights. The Caravan have hit a few of those nights as well, where you're trying to rely on our three scorers, Grant Best, Cameron Thomas, and Noah Mister, but sometimes they'll have an open three, or they'll get down low to the bucket, and the ball just doesn't fall, right? There's nothing you can do but just keep shooting, which the Cardinals have a chance to do right now.
And Coach Seagrove's got that man-to-man defense back at it. These guys are playing very well, the Caravan defense. Look at that, Dylan Fulbright. defensive
Ball
threat.
stolen.
Ooh,
Yeah, he kind of clothesline Dillon there.
good sportsmanship there from number 10 of the Cardinals. And Matt, I got to tell you, from Friday night's game, there were 2 guys that did not score. And number 32, Christos Demas, was one of 2, the other being Logan Wessel, but I'm not actually sure if he scored tonight, but he's getting a lot of playing time.
For sure. See if Demas can do something here. He'll probably close out the second quarter, as will most of these guys that are in right now. Mister at the line. Again, he's taken a whole lot of opportunities from that free throw line. For the Caravan, he's the player to have done so the most.
84 attempts on the year, Matt. That's a lot.
Quite a lot, yeah.
68% free on the makes, but it could be better. But he's still a great threat when it comes to driving to the hoop.
Right. Noah is the player for the Caravan that is fouled the most, but he is also the player that fouls the most. He's got the most personal fouls per game, but I mean he has to be aggressive. He's going to the hoop almost every single time. He takes threes here and there, but whether he's taking a mid-range jump shot or getting down low to the bucket, he's kind of an easy target, I'd say, for guys to just kind of throw their arm out there, foul him, send him to the line. So a lot of playing time too. Things just add up, and before you know it, you're 14 games deep into the season and you've almost shot 90 free throws. Fulbright, big pass back to Mister. He'll hit down low to the lane. Layup won't go, though. Cardinals have it. Now a true fast break. 2-on-1, and Moore will get the layup. Great job by Ike, should I say, Marty?
Yeah.
Great job by Eisenhower there. To make it 39-13. That's the first time in a while Eisenhower has scored, and they did so on a pretty nice play.
See, Matt, you're talking about Noah drawing fouls. No matter how many guys are in the paint, if all 5 guys are in the paint, he'll probably still drive to the hoop.
Right.
Not saying he wouldn't pass it. I'm just saying he's an aggressive player.
We look back to the bench. Got Charlie Wingate, number 20, and Christian Clark, number 23. They'll check in here for Luke Seagroves. Looks like Charlie's got the shooter. Misses that one. Cardinals have got it. And they find a shot opportunity for Moore, and he makes it. Never too late to get hot, Mark. 40-16. Mister finds Fulbright. They cross half court. Christian Clark, corner 3.
Oh.
Little too much power on that one from Christian. Time winding down, still 40-16. This could be their last shot right here. Looking for a travel, but no call. Clark gets it. Tipped right into his hands.
Yeah, we're still hoping for Christian Clark's first field goal attempt, or first field goal made on the year. He had a free throw on Friday night.
Yep.
See, maybe right here, we'll see.
Eddie Ryan puts a shot up. Not going to go. Gets his own rebound, though.
Whoa.
Reverse layup.
Eddie Ryan.
What a move by 22. Another 2-pointer. Cardinals will just throw that one at the cheerleaders, but Eddie Ryan will walk into the locker room feeling pretty good about himself. Seems like everybody's just having a great game. Shots are falling for the Caravan. The opposite can be said for the Eisenhower Cardinals. A whole lot of steals, a whole lot of forced turnovers, but ball just isn't falling in the hoop. When we come back for the third quarter, score will be 42-16. Caravan and the Cardinals will come back a little bit refreshed. Both are looking for a big win on this Monday night. All right, Marty, we're back from halftime. The score right now is 42-16. Okay, guess I got to get used to that. All right, Marty. Well, theme of the night has been really not that. Moore sinks another three, makes it 42-19. I was about to say that the Cardinals have struggled offensively. You know, they've been able to get the ball down, to the other half of the court, but just hasn't been falling. So Caravan, though, kind of been same old, same old. Same few guys have been scoring, but we've seen a whole lot of action from other guys like Kyle Chevalier and Eddie Ryan. They've been getting a lot of work in. So Cardinals want to make this one a game. They got to start firing off some shots and making them.
Yeah, every eligible player on the Mount Carmel bench has their warm-up on, so it's a good sign. See if we can keep those guys rotating in.
Definitely. Cardinals still going with, those 4 or 5 guys coming in. Big substitutions means big changes when they happen. Thomas on the left wing, back to Mr. Fulbright, back to Thomas. Now they're trying to get that shot from Mr. A bit of a step-back three, doesn't go in. Jenkins,
there we
gets the layup, fires up his guys. He's going to head to the line as well for one more.
It's kind of been a trend a lot tonight, in some other previous games too, but just constant rebounds after rebounds in the paint, led by guys like Keith, even Kyle too. Good to see Keith get an and one after all those rebounds he's snagged.
Definitely.
There's a violation, but he's gonna make it anyway. Attaboy Keith.
It. 47-19. Cardinals looking to make a shot here to break 20. That's Newsom on the right wing. Dishes it down low to Love. Love misses that one, which means the Brown and White have it back down low. Chevalier.
There we go.
He's having a night for himself. It's got to be the most points he's scored in a game so far. Here we go. Down low, though, the Cardinals trying to return with an answer of their own. Newsom. Love. Kendrick Love for three. Sinks it. Big man with the triple. 49-22.
That's 2 threes. The Cardinals now having the second half, and they weren't really falling in the first, so it's a little shock.
Jenkins sees the lane and hits it. His 2 shots there. 3 shots there.
There we go.
Third one finally goes in.
It's the putback king tonight.
He's right there, just ready. Here we go. We've got 5 substitutions going to be made here for the Caravan. You like to see it. But yeah, Marty. I mean, that wouldn't that would have been on Sports Center tomorrow, Marty. Let me tell you what. Thomas with a big rebound. Yeah, they're gonna blow that one. His arm got pulled a little, so
that'll be on the ground. Yeah,
we'll see a change coming up soon. Right now, we've got George Gray, Logan Wessel, Eddie Ryan, Christos Demas, and Luke Seagroves checking in for the Caravan, as well as a couple of other substitutions for the Cardinals. So fresh lineup here for both teams. Big switch with about 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Eddie Ryan down low.
Gotta go right away.
Go for it, yeah.
It's a good job by Eddie to get open. He just gotta go up with it right away. He can't hesitate. Maybe he just didn't realize he was that open.
Hey, you know what? I don't think many people would. Yeah, his defender was still checking up with him. Here we go, Eddie Ryan on the floor. Gets it back up to Gray. Nice job by George, number 10. Puts it in for 2. That play, though, ignited by Eddie Ryan's Mr. Hustle mentality. Cardinals for 3. That's a high one. Not going to go in.
Oh,
lose it. Now Christos is on the ground. Jump ball going the other way.
I think that's why Coach Seagroves is trusting a lot of his twos to stay in the game and kind of maintain that good lead, because you got guys like Christos and Eddie Ryan. They're just aggressive all day. And even like guys like George Gray that you can rely on to keep the points coming on the board. Great play there by Luke Seagroves.
Job by Seagroves. Demas with the assist. Stolen by Eddie Ryan, diving into the stands. Here comes George Gray on the fast break. He'll get the layup. What a connection. Marty, I'm liking this lineup we got. Aaron Heiler's on his feet, our producer, man. Everybody's excited.
Eddie looked like DJ Moore, like snagging that ball on the sideline.
Toe tapping it. Watched a lot of football yesterday, I guess. Great job by Eddie. Nice hustle. Also, great job by George, though. Marty, what do they say? He ruined his highlight or something. George definitely did not do that there.
Sold the clip. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh yeah, sold the clip. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. Sinking free throws left and right now. 57-24. We'll get a couple of new faces in for both squads. Andrew Williams, Charlie Wingate, and Christian Clark. The three guys. Logan Wessel will stay in. Eddie Ryan needs a break, so he's
yeah, he went straight to the water. You're right.
Not surprised by that one. Great job by all those guys, though. George, Christos, all of them.
Snag there by Luke.
Seagroves dishes it to Williams. Williams looking for anybody. Eventually finds Wingate. Here comes Wessel down the lane.
Oh.
You know what? He says, meet me up there, and they did. So Logan will be sent to the line now.
See, Matt, that's a result of the Cardinals using that trap in the one corner. It's your top right of your screen. They use the trap, and all that does is open up the left side of the offensive threat. And when you give it to a guy like Logan Wessel, he's going to drive and go up and draw a foul.
Logan's gotten better at that, kind of playing like a guard, like you said, Marty. He's all over the place using his speed. Great job, though. Sinks that free throw, makes it 58-24. Cardinals back down on the other end. Now on the right wing, it's Moore. Moore throws it up there, but it's too short. It'll come back down to Drew. Williams. Ooh, big pass by Logan. Christian Clark had his arm all the way extended for that one. So now it'll come back down the Cardinals, still with possession. Not too many fouls tonight, Marty, but it's just been kind of it's been an offensive game. I know it may not look like that on the scoreboard, but Cardinals have had a lot of shot opportunities, just like that one there for Moore. Doesn't go in. Williams on the fast break. Nobody there to help him, so he'll take the shot himself. Just rims out. Hits the rim twice, but doesn't go in. Bit of a slip up there. Moore for three. Shot on line, no good. Wessel with the rebound. Huge pass down low to Wingate. Ball tipped out of his hands, so we'll stay down here as it goes out of bounds off of the red and black.
There's a rare substitution for the Cardinals, only subbing in two guys here.
Yeah, every substitution we've seen has been at least three, or maybe even at least four, I don't know. But all we see is four guys coming in. They'll leave typically Moore in there, number one. Larnell Moore seems to be their go-to guy, junior guard. He's 5'9". Stamina's been great. He played pretty much the entire game. So as for the Caravan, though, Christian Clark sinks it. Another free throw. He had one Friday night. Trying to get another one, too. Eddie Ryan back from his water break. Christos Demas in there as well.
Yeah, Christos still looking for his first bucket of the night. Said earlier he was one of two that didn't get a bucket on Friday. He's hungry for one tonight.
A lot of these guys are, yeah, but Christos especially. I think these were kind of the games, Bogan and Eisenhower, where this could be the first game in for quite some time before we're able to get all eligible players in. Here comes Demas. Can he get one?
There we go.
Yes, he does. Yes. Picks up 2 points, number 32. Nice job by the Greek.
Hey, gotta give credit to Christian Clark
on
that inbounds pass.
Court vision from Christian ends up in some points for Demas. Now they just kind of throw one up there. It's the Cardinals coming back the other way for the Caravan. Eddie Ryan down low to Christian Clark. That one's swatted away by Eisenhower. Grant kind of picked it off the bench. I don't know, Marty, you think they would have had a chance there to pick it up? I don't know, but Cardinals ball either way.
He's laughing.
Yeah, I think he kind of knew. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see Grant Friday night. We are definitely going to need him. Phoenix Gill and the Wolfpack from St. Ignatius have been on a roll so far this season. They just joined the top 10 rankings, I know, for Sloche, right? There's a whole bunch of different rankings out there, Max Prep, Sloche, the multiple different publications, but they're making their way up there in most of those rankings. They're picking up big win after big win. Down here, though, on the court, though, they're fighting for the ball.
And ever since our freshman year, which would be 2021 to 2022 season, something happened in football, but it's kind of developed like a little bit of a rivalry. Just between, football, yes, but like the basketball team, I don't know. That game freshman year, it kind of sparked a little bit of just going at it.
Yeah.
Between the two teams, yeah.
Whatever the sport, it just kind of stays in your mind of what happened freshman year if you're a part of the Caravan. Blowout loss in football, and another blowout loss in basketball, which we were on a roll too. That was our first loss of the season, and it was deep into the season. It took us a lot of games for us to get there. So Demas for three, shots not going to go. Cardinals with the rebound. Coming down to the other end is Micah Calvin, senior guard. Marty, there really aren't too many seniors, only 4 for the Cardinals. You're right. Yeah, that was a trip up there. Caravan will have the ball.
Another great pass by Christian to Christos.
Demas down low. Can he get another one? No. Cardinals now, ball's loose. Eventually pick it up. They'll give it back to Calvin. And there are 5 guys kneeling near the scorer's table, ready to come in for Eisenhower. Whole bunch of fresh faces. Who knows? They might have to wait until the end of this quarter. Now they'll come in right now.
Man, I've been thinking about it throughout the night. Like, what is going through the minds of each of these Cardinal players when they look over and they see oh, I'm about to get subbed out, and the next are they thinking the ideal would be, hey, let me get one more aggressive possession out there and then I'm done.
Right.
But you never, in a situation like this where you're down by 32 points, it's not bad. It's not an odd thing to just say all right, I'm almost done.
But you know what? I guess I would kind of counter that and say these guys are going to get in again because at some point these 5 guys are going to get tired and they're like, well, we might as well throw a new 5 in. So it's interesting. I've seen it, but been done before. Really not at a high level, but yeah.
Great play by Eddie Ryan.
Great job by Eddie Ryan, staying physical down low. They'll head to the line. But yeah, Marty, it's a pretty rare thing to get 4 guys. Every time you sub, it's just fresh 4 faces, fresh 5 faces. So most coaches, like Coach Seagroves, at the beginning of the game, you throw in 1, you throw in 2, you give your big man a break. Maybe you want to play some small ball for a while. Final shot of the quarter will be no good. Layup doesn't fall. So the score heading into the fourth quarter, 64-33. There have been few games where the Caravan have broken that 70-point mark, and I think tonight will be another night in which they do so. Oh, whoa. Logan Wessel. Check it back in. All right. Calvin coming the other way. You already checking? You serious? All right. Whatever. We got a game to watch. All right. Have the ball.
Great steal by Logan Wessel.
Drew finds Wingate. Seagroves for three. Shot comes up a little short. Usually that's his spot, Marty, but there was some traffic in the way. Calvin on the right wing. Ball tipped away by Chevalier. Doesn't get the steal, though. Eisenhower for three. That's Calvin again. Shot comes up short. Calvin, another shot. That one hits the front of the rim. And we'll stay here.
Yeah, another one-person sub for the Cardinals. Don't see that. Haven't seen that tonight.
Marty, I believe this is a running clock now.
Yeah,
I guess I
don't know the rule on that, but
I don't know.
It's been a 30-point deficit before, and maybe it's like a fourth quarter rule. I don't know.
You know, I know things are different, and I know usually in the fourth quarter is when that rule kind of kicks in. But then also you go to holiday tournaments. What do you guys? You go to like holiday or Thanksgiving tournaments, and things are different because of not only the shot clock, but there's also times when they'll start running the clock in the third quarter if it's kind of a first round game or something. So. Yeah, we had a running clock against Peoria, Notre Dame. That was our first game down in Pekin, so. Wingate for three.
Nice shot there by Charlie.
Wanted that one for number 20. I mean, Marty, you know, I don't want to jinx him or nothing, but Charlie's a pretty good shooter percentage-wise. If we look at it here, there's field goal percentage 100%. So, you know what? I like it. Keep shooting. It's working, obviously. Chevalier coming down the other way. 2 points.
Good shot.
And this has got to be his best game by far this season. He's, all over the place. Double-digit in points. I'm sure he's got a lot of rebounds, assists as well. So we'll get the full lineup after the game. But, man, having a great night. And here we go. Seagroves responding to the Eisenhower's kind of sub-strategy with the same thing. Wingate misses the rebound, or misses the layup, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know, Matt, someone on the scores tables, it might be Mr. Perlberg, is taking stats, because we saw it after the sophomore game and then after the first half. So who knows, maybe Kyle's up there on I think it'll be the top 4 scores for the Caravan. We'll find out there.
Yeah.
Maybe be able to tell you folks in time.
We'll see. We'll, when this quarter's over, game's over, I should say. George Gray. Nothing really there except for Eddie Ryan down low. Cardinals doing a great job. They were just kind of jamming the lane down low. And now the Caravan bench getting excited. I think you can tell. Here we go. Demas down low. Finds Christian Clark for three. Oh, you wanted that one. You wanted that one. Eddie Ryan's put back no good as well. Christian Clark gets it back. His layup is good.
First field goal of the year.
There you go. He had some free throws, but, man. Now we've got it. Everybody has scored a field goal. We've got one more guy, though. When he comes soon into the season, we'll be able to say that all 15 players have scored. Right now, it's just 14, so. I'm going to stay down at this end after it goes out. Cardinals. All right. Ball movement being stopped by the Caravan there. Wessel makes sure to jump on it. So it'll stay down here in this end. Caravan have broken that 70-point mark They've done it against some teams, but they do it tonight against Eisenhower as well.
I got to say, our twos have been doing a lot better of a job compared to Friday night. And it seems like the entire team has just been in rhythm and had huge momentum throughout the entire game. And it's good to see it.
George Gray, ball comes loose. We're going to stay here.
Matt, we talked about it before the game on Friday. Games like these, you know, non-conference games against teams with, you know, not the best strength of schedule, not the best record. It's an opportunity to play a perfect game.
Right.
And I'd say this has been pretty good tonight.
It's been pretty good. I think it's better than Bogan, considering that this Eisenhower looks to have a, you know, better, more well-rounded team.
Yes, for sure.
Substitutions, strategy. It's just their shots aren't falling. I mean, that's literally all it is. Here comes Eddie Ryan going the other way. Nobody in front of him except for the hoop. Nice little layup with the left hand. Now we jump out well beyond that 40-point lead mark.
I think it's a good thing and a correct thing to say everyone's had a great game tonight. I don't think anyone's had any faults or anything. Everyone's playing very well tonight, and it's good to see.
Eddie Ryan gets it back to George Gray, who goes down low and gets two. Cardinals, yeah, I mean, this is when you start throwing up threes, I guess. George Gray coming back down. Oh! Wasn't expecting that, but you know what? I'll take it. George Gray slams it down.
You know what? He's been trying on some of those layups he's had earlier in the game. He was getting that vert, but that was perfect opportunity there.
Okay, nice job by George Gray on that dunk, and yeah, I think the Cardinals will just throw up anything at this point.
Matt, let's be honest. This second half of this game is, you know, it's a time to get some guys that don't normally get some playing time, but really any of these guys can take it as an opportunity to get some playing time in the real games where it matters. Those bigger Catholic League matchups, whether it's a minute or 2 minutes, guys have seeing opportunities to earn it. Like, I know Coach Seagrove's eyes are definitely a little more wide open after seeing George Gray dunk the ball in a real game.
Yeah.
So, you know, who knows? Maybe we see more of George Gray. Maybe we see some even more aggressiveness on the defensive side from Eddie Ryan. But he's also shown his threat on offense. Everyone's been doing a great job today.
And you know what, Marty? It's games like this where, like you just said, we're about to hit the gauntlet, baby. We're about to be in the thick of it with these Catholic League games. And stuff like that. George Gray slamming it down. Christian Clark getting, that down low layup. When Coach Seagrove looks at the bench, he's not thinking like, ooh, who hasn't played in a while? Like, no, he's thinking who's going to help us win. You know, that's the fine line. That's the bottom line with it. So, folks, these guys' next game is Friday night against St. Ignatius at St. Ignatius. Because it is an away game, we won't be streaming it on here. So if you can make it out to St. Ignatius to see us take on the Wolfpack, that'd be huge. I know it's going to be a huge game. They've been on a heater. After that, we've got Montini, we've got DePaul, we've got St. Lawrence, St. Rita, Leo. I mean, the list goes on of big games we have coming up. As for right now, though, we'll soak in this win. Final score 79-33, a point away from breaking 80, which would have been a high score of the year. So, folks, hope you enjoyed watching tonight's game. You know, it's a great win for the program. Have a great night, Chicago.